Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your man DJ FX, and we are now live. We are recording live right here in my MC Love Vision studio. And listen, we're about to get this thing started. I'm going to do this, and we're just going to jump into it because there's a whole lot of things we got to try to cover. There's a whole lot that I'm trying to do, but you know how it is. I'm going to go ahead and play my little intro. I'm going to play a different intro this time. Check it out, y'all. And you're watching MC Love with your man DJ FX right here, MC Love Studios. YouTube, Facebook, just as long as you're watching. Be right back. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man DJ FX, and I'm back. You're watching MC Love right here on your YouTube channel. If you're watching on my YouTube channel, make sure you hit the like button. Ride those likes, ride them up, ride up the likes. I want this platform to really grow, and I need you to help me do it. So ride the likes, subscribe to the channel, share it, and then hit the notification button so you can get notified. And then once you be a subscriber, you can also watch past shows that's been done right here, as well as some inspirational mini skits or videos that I've put out. So without any further ado, my guest, as you saw in the intro, she goes by the name of Mileage Bully, and she's got history. This is I believe this is either my second or third time having her on MC Love, and it's always been a pleasure to have her on. So here we go, y'all. Introducing Mileage Bully. What's going on?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Now we only got an hour. So in that hour, I'm going to try to cover as much as I possibly can.
Okay.
Because I know you still got stuff you got to prepare.
Yes. I ran out of my school 30 minutes ago to get home to do this.
Wow. Well, I truly appreciate it.
Of course.
Truly appreciate it.
Of course.
Now we got people on that's watching on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. I'm getting ready to share it from my YouTube channel onto my Facebook page.
Okay.
So hold tight real quick, because I want as many people to get on as possible to see this and be, just know what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. So that's done.
Share.
Yeah, that's right. Share. All right. I think we are good to go. Let me see. Hold on. Boom. All right. So let's talk about, let's do some MottoMobbin talk.
Sure.
Let's talk about, first of all, let people know who you are and where you're from and your riding history.
I am Shaquila Bussey. That's my government name. I hail from Lexington, North Carolina. I've been living in Virginia since 2004. So this is my home state right now. And I am the owner and CEO of the MottoMob Riding Academy.
So now, I'm going to say this, might as well tell them where it is. Give them the address.
1323 Carrsville Highway, Franklin, Virginia, 23851 is where my location is. I have a brick and mortar.
Now tell them how you came up with your name, Mileage Bully.
Well, the Mileage Bully was derived from a trip that I took probably about 4 years ago or 5 years ago. And my sister and I went to Nova Scotia. And on that trip, I said, oh my God, we're border bullies, because that was our first time crossing over to an international border. And so, for whatever reason, God put it into my spirit, the word mileage behind the word bully. Mileage meaning distance traveled, and bully means something or whatever that overtakes another. So, mileage, I ride big miles, and bully is when I'm out on the highway. That's what I do. That's
Say,
what I do.
move, get out the way, get
Pretty
out the
much,
way.
pretty much. In the words of Ludacris, absolutely. So that's what
um,
I do. So it's that name is stuck um, for me, and it's trademarked and copywritten. So I'm the only person that will ever have that persona. Is me. I bought it, paid for it.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about MottoMob Riding Academy. Now,
Okay.
what? Now, this has been a dream of yours for a minute, correct?
Correct.
And give them a little background history of how it started developing to where it really on your grand opening, how surprised you were, and the people, and I know you can't get everybody, but just mention some of the few key people that help you along the way, or if they didn't help, they at least um, supported you along the way.
Um, the MottoMob Writing Academy was born back in 2016. I loved being a coach so much. I decided that I want to have my own school. I want to have my own writing academy. So I started with one motorcycle, which was a 2007 Beetle Blast. That was the first bike that I ever purchased for $700. I bought that bike, and since that time, I own 23 training motorcycles from the first one that I bought in 2016. As far as being inspired, to be honest with you, no one really necessarily inspired me, because I didn't have anyone to reference what I wanted to do that looked like me, if that makes sense. I didn't have
Hmm.
another Black person that was a coach. I didn't have another Black person or a woman or a male to say, hey, how do I get this done? It was kind of trial and error, and kind of worked it from there. So um, what I feel great about is the fact that now, because I'm an instructor, now because I'm an owner, that I can provide the blueprint for other men and women of color to do the same thing. And that's what I'm most proud of. Because when I started, I had no one to ask, how do you do this? How do you make this happen? How do you start a motorcycle academy? And that's what I'm most proud of, is that I've done that. And men and women from across the country reach out to me to ask me, how do I start? And
Wow.
I can tell them
Wow.
how I started, what it took.
And that's been a trendsetter or trend
Woo,
starter,
woo, woo.
you know,
Absolutely.
because you're leading by example, and
Correct.
you give young ladies something to look up to, someone to look up to, a woman of color, as you said, and a woman.
Correct.
So it's a two-edged sword when it comes to the battle that you've gone through to get to where you are. Now let's talk about your grand opening. How was that?
Whew. My grand opening in March was actually held March 6th, 2021. That was at my old location in Virginia here at Paul D. Camp Community College. It was probably 800 people there, at least. I'm not sure if you've seen any of the photos of
Oh
the
yeah, I saw
crowd.
some. Yeah.
There were quite a few people there. It was overwhelming and it was great because what happened there is people around the country that came in from everywhere, from Arizona, from Texas, from Tennessee, from North Carolina, South Carolina, West Virginia. People came in because they saw something that hasn't been seen or done before. Yes, I rode cross country a couple of times. That was great too. But for a person of color in a male dominated industry to open a riding school of its magnitude and to be successful during a pandemic, it was something to behold. And so there, it was more than I ever expected. Listen, I told the food vendors how many people, I said, I don't know, a couple of hundred people is all that's required. And it was triple that. So it's my bad. So this year I told them, I told them that it's going to be 300 plus. So they'll at least have food on hand for the crowds. So I'm excited. I'm very excited about what's happening here.
I
I am.
know. I know. Big shout out real quick to Pastor E of Kingdom Nights Motorcycle Ministry down there in
Yes.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Also, a big shout out to Angie Bivens, who's watching on Facebook. Pastor E is watching on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And Big Swole just came up. What's up, Big Swole? Big Swole just came up. And he is, oh, God, Swole. Text in here the club you're affiliated with, because I know his club. I just can't think of it right now. And he's watching via Facebook as well.
Okay. I'm not affiliated with the club.
You no.
Oh, him.
Swole. I was saying
Swole.
Swole.
I
I
talk
know.
to him all the time on the book. Hey, Swole. And Pastor E will be here in Virginia on Saturday. Him and his beautiful wife, First Lady, they will be doing my bike blessing as they did last year. So I'm very excited about that. Queen City Baptist Church. Shout out to them. Shout out to Pastor E and his wife, Deborah Caldwell. So I'm excited about that.
The Boldest Riders Motorcycle Club. That's who he's affiliated
Yes.
with. Okay. So he says hello to you.
Hey.
Um,
Whoa.
so I got my YouTube channel going on, and I got my Facebook channel. So I'm doing I'm multitasking because I know how it is to multitask.
Sure.
So because of the time and everything, let's talk about one of the things that's going to happen on the 23rd, the Test Your Tunes.
Whoa. Yeah. Ricky Will, who is out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, who is probably one of the biggest sound guys in the country, really, is going to be at the MottoMob Riding Academy on Saturday. And this guy is bringing probably a 40-foot tent, bikes that are probably more than I made this year. He's going to be doing a sound competition along with a custom bike competition, and all of the people that follow him are going to be on site. So there are trophies that are provided by Allure Body and Wellness, which is his wife's business. They are going to be providing the trophies for those events, and those trophies are spectacular. So I am excited about that. The Test Your Tunes, because this guy travels across the country doing sound shows, and he has agreed to be at my event on Saturday with all of his staff, and he travels extensively. It's not cheap to do what he does, and just to do it because the love of motorcycling and because we are friends, I feel honored that he has agreed to do that. So he has quite a following. So Team Money Cycles is the name of his business, and it's going to be quite Virginia needs to get ready. That's all I can say.
Say, get ready, Virginia. It's
Virginia
go.
needs
The
to get
block is
ready.
up. The block is about to get hot.
Yes, the block is about to get hot. I don't want to take that from block hunters because that's their saying, but it's gonna be pretty dope here on Saturday.
Well, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Um, so how did now because of let's talk about your relationship with God. I I,
Oh.
I want to talk about your relationship with God because a lot of the things I see you posting, you
Uh-huh.
always you always give honor to God first.
Yes.
And I love that because people think that you have to be holier than thou to um, acknowledge God.
Sure.
And it goes to shows that you could be a believer in Jesus Christ and have a love for motorcycles
Sure.
and be able to relate to people and have fun with people,
Sure.
without, you're not putting scripture down their throat, but you just
Mhm.
saying, hey, I got here not by myself, but I got here because of the person I serve.
Sure. Well, listen, I grew up in a home. Again, I'm from Lexington, North Carolina. I grew up in a home with a mother who sent my brother and I to church. We went to church. We went to Bible study on Wednesday. We went to church all day on Sunday. And as an adult, I've gotten away from the church setting somewhat. But the word of God says, train up a child in the way that he or she should go, and they will not depart from you. So regardless of what I've gone through in my life, I've always gone back to that training. Listen, this journey, and I posted this on my page the other day, this journey isn't even really about me. It's about the glory of God. I'm just a person telling it. I'm just a person telling the story. Okay? When God does something for you, he doesn't do it so you can get the fame or he does it because he wants the glory from it. So I can tell the next person, I didn't have the funding to start a motorcycle academy. I didn't have grants. I didn't have not vendors, but I didn't have investors. I started this out of the mud. I built this on muscle. I built this on faith. And you ain't even got to see the entire staircase. All God wants you to do is step out on faith, see the first step, and he will take it from there. And I am a living testimony to that. I am. I don't got investors. I don't got people standing in line trying to give me money. I don't. I did this on faith. Listen, let me tell you something. I just got my taxes done the other day. I literally only brought in probably a third of what I spent. Okay. I was
Mm,
looking at the paperwork like, how in the world did I do it? I've never lacked
wow.
for anything. Nothing has been turned off. Nothing has been shorted because it's God's work. So again, I say to you out there that are listening, listen, Shakila, the mileage bully, the MottoMob CEO. It's not about my story. It's about God's work. I just happen to be the vessel telling the story. That's it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, I couldn't put
Story.
it any better.
That's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
God is dope.
awesome. Um, so real quick, I'm going to give the address to the test your tunes.
Yes.
It's going to be Saturday, April 23rd.
Yes.
Registrations is from 12 o'clock noon to 1:30. Showtime is at 1:30. The event is at 12. The whole event is from 12 to 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be at 1323 Carrsville Highway, and that's in Franklin, Virginia. So
Correct.
make sure y'all get out there. Registration is $20. So get out there and have some fun. Get out there, support. Get out there. I am. I truly wish I could make it down there.
You know,
Um,
I wish
but
you could too. You missed 2 years in a row, might I add.
I know. I
I'm not
know.
gonna get on you about that.
Well, you know what? Who knows? I might surprise you.
I like surprises. I like
might I might surprise you because this is my birthday weekend. My birthday's tomorrow.
Happy
Uh,
birthday. Oh, you're a Taurus. Oh, wow.
yeah,
The bull about the horns.
yeah. Well, yeah. Sometimes you gotta grab them. um, okay, so that's that particular event. Now let's talk about the celebration. Let's talk about your celebration. Um, the anniversary. Dang, I got the flyer covered up. That's going to also be that's the 23rd.
Hey, third.
Hey, I don't
Hey.
know what happened. I was so excited, but all of a sudden I lost connection. So I had to revert to my other um, computer here and get things started. Can you hear me well?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I
I was
lost
like,
it.
oh my God, where did he go?
I'm glad you stayed where you were
Of course.
and didn't go anywhere. Um, okay, so let me take these out because that was going to my laptop. I don't need it now. So let's talk about your event that's going to be happening on the same day, the celebration. What's all expected on your big day?
Okay. Well, Saturday, April 23rd from 12 to 7 is my 1 year anniversary. I am expecting about 10 vendors, about 15 people that will be selling from shirts, um, um, lips on lock. There will be, oh my gosh, there are so many people. Barbecue. There's a guy coming from Northern Virginia. He's going to be selling ribs and barbecue pig feet. I was like, I
Hold on a
don't know if
second.
I've ever had a
I'm getting
barbecue pig feet, but
feedback.
I want it.
Hold on one second.
Sure.
I was getting feedback.
How is it now?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, much better. Much better. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead. Continue. I apologize. Man,
No worries, no worries. So
we're
Saturday there's
trying.
vendors, there's food, there's the sound competition, there's games, there's door prizes, there are people can bring their tents, their coolers. No alcohol can be allowed on the premises because I'm a riding school. This is not that type of event. It's free. People are like, how do I get a ticket? There's no tickets needed. All you need to do is present yourself, and that's it. You can bring your tent. It's kid friendly. Kids, families, whatever, are able to come out. So that's what I want to see. So there's no cover charge or any of that. It's just basically I want people that support my mission to come out and enjoy themselves. Kind of like a what is that? Like a not like a mini, like a mini roundup. Just come out, pitch your tent, and let's have a good time.
I was going to say a block party, but okay.
Yeah, sort of a block party. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So everything is free. Other than, you need to bring cash for the 50-50 raffle, money for the vendors, which they all accept some type of payment through electronic systems. It's just going to be a good time and it's peaceful. As a matter of fact, today I just really heard from the sheriff of the county that I'm in, which is Isle of Wight County. He contacted me because he said, listen, we've been told that your events command a lot of people. And he said, listen, you're not going to have any issues out of us. He said, we expect it to be peaceful, and it will be peaceful, just like it was last year. So I'm looking forward to a good time had by everybody that's here. Listen, I sold out a whole hotel, so I'm ready.
I know that's right.
I'm ready. I sold out a whole hotel. The whole hotel was sold out for this event. So
yeah, you're going to have a meet and greet as well, too, right?
I'm going to have not necessarily a meet and greet, but on Friday night, I'm going to be going out to Clutch and Burn, who is celebrating 18 years. 18 years is huge on the motorcycle set. I'm going to be going out to their meet and greet on Friday around 8 o'clock. And most of the people, if they're here, I want them to come out and support that because that's a big deal. So that's where I'll be. And then I got to jet back to my school because my camper is coming on Friday at some point. They're going to deliver it. So not necessarily a meet and greet for me, but like I said, I'll be supporting Clutch and Burn's 18-year anniversary at Long Shots in Chesapeake, Virginia. I will definitely be there for a couple of hours supporting them because they will also be in turn coming out on Saturday to support me as well. So huge fan. Shout out to Clutch and Burn MC for 18 years on the set.
That's what's up. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
I just want everybody to know, y'all, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on my YouTube channel at DJFX, you're watching MC Love right here in the MC Love studio, which is my home right now. But we are live, and we're going to take one quick little video break, and we'll be right back. I am talking to the icon, the female icon, mileage bully, the CEO, the CCOO, the top dog of mileage of MottoMob Riding Academy.
Yes.
Be right back, y'all. Be right back. What's up, everybody? It's your man DJ FX, and we are back right here at the MC Love Vision Studio. And my special guest, honored special guest, I believe this is your second. Is this your second or third time
I
I've
think
had you
I
on?
think it's my number two. Yes,
Number
I
two.
do. I think it's number two.
Okay, well, it ain't gonna be the last. That much I do know.
Well, you gotta do another show because I'm getting ready to take the Mileage Bullies to Dallas Fort Worth
Oh
for
wow!
for franchise MottoMob number two in the very near future. I just left from Dallas about 2 weeks ago, and I'm going back there probably in about 3 weeks. So I'm looking to expand the MottoMob to Dallas Fort Worth area for number two
Wow!
franchise.
Wow!
I know.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big. So what made you this? What gave you that location?
Well, when I talk to God about where I should go with my destination or God give me, he just put that into my spirit, like where. And so it just like that stuck. So I'm going to Dallas. I'm going to Dallas Fort Worth. That's my next location that I'm going to open. And that's
And see, that's
coming
what I was.
within the next 6 months, hopefully.
And see,
That's
that's
the
what I was
plan.
talking about. You see how you didn't hesitate and said that's where I want to go. You said you listened and that's what he told you.
Exactly.
So that's
You
I
know,
want to give
God
you
doesn't
guys one.
put
I
God
want to give you
doesn't
guys good.
put like this, do this into our spirit. He puts it into your spirit silently and quietly. And so you'll know that this is what you should do. He doesn't speak
Yep.
with like a loud sounding horn or anything like that. He puts it to it subtly. So you'll know that's what he wants to do. So when God gives you something, he provides provision for it as well. So that's my next market. So that's where I'm headed. So I left there. I looked at 3 locations. And now I need to go back to look at the other two because that traffic out there is terrible. Terrible. I'm like,
That's
Lord,
right.
how do these people get anywhere? So that's my next location. So I have a staff here in Virginia that's going to be running my location here so I can feel confident on moving on to run an open Dallas Fort Worth location.
Well, MC Love is always the seat is always available for you to sit on when it comes to broadcasting or streaming um, events that you're having.
Hmm.
So anytime you want my assistance with stuff, I'm available for you.
Thank you so
Um,
much. I really appreciate that.
Not a problem. So let's talk about your support system. Let's talk about your support system. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, you had Women that Ride Harleys motorcycle club supported you a great deal. What kind of support are you getting this year?
Well, my support system is my MC set. I want to give a shout out to the entire 757 Virginia Hampton Roads MC set for their support. Um, my set really steps up to support me a lot. I want to give a shout out to Chosen Few MC 36 um, Domination for their support. They're always there. These guys had like 75 bikes that pulled up at my grand opening. That's unheard of. My
Wow.
support system is huge. I mean, it's actually global because of what I've done on a motorcycle. And I'm very appreciative of that because that's big in the motorcycle community. You can't do what I'm doing or be on this level without support. Now,
Yeah, that's true.
support is not always, people think when you say support, people think support is monetary. No, no. It's a kind word. Hey, I'm proud of you. Great job. I'm going to send my brother to your class. Those type things. It's not always monetary. It's kind words. It's support. It's like being on your show to promote what I have going on. That's support. It's the same.
It's my pleasure. Definitely my pleasure.
Yes.
Um, So you've got the vendors coming down. Um, you've got um, a sound a sound contest going on,
Yes.
and now you're telling me that you're about to open another location. Oh my
Dallas Fort Worth.
God. That is, yeah. I gotta try to make some moves. I'm gonna talk to my wife. Maybe my wife will let me use her car and come down there to see you
Yeah.
Saturday. Um, yeah, because I gotta take some pictures with you and of course the whole event and everything. And who knows? I might just do an impromptu uh, interview with some of your people down there, just to get some
Well, you know
feedback.
what? That would be awesome. And you're welcome to do that. Whatever you need, DJ FX, I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
I won't be here for you. I won't be here for you. I won't be here for you.
I'm all about promoting your
I won't be here
show.
for you.
I'm all about promoting your show and its platform. Whether I'm on the show or whoever's on the show, I'm all about that. I am about excellence when it comes to promoting motorcycle safety, its foundation, where we start, riders, gear, whatever. So I'm all about that. So listen, if you don't make it to this event, believe me, you will see me so many times doing other stuff in this community that you're going to be like, oh my God, the mileage bully's at it again. I promise you that. I
I,
do.
I believe you.
I
I
will.
believe you.
You can
And
always come to
I'm gonna
Dallas.
try to
You
get
can always
one.
come
I'm
to
gonna try to get
Dallas.
one of those T-shirts too, so I can
I
wear
got
it
a
on my
t-shirt
truck.
for you. I got t-shirts, hoodies, skull caps, whatever. All of that stuff is available to order online, and I will also have it available at my event as well. So
That's what's up. Hey, for those of y'all who are watching, if you're watching on my YouTube channel, thank you. If you're watching on Facebook, I'd ask you right now to go ahead on my YouTube channel and subscribe. You can see all the past shows of my past guests, um, and just join the MC Love family. That's what I call it.
absolutely.
All right, so subscribe, like, share, hit the notification button. All right. And if you want to help me with this platform and keep it going on, you can cash app if you desire, but I'm not going to put that in. I'm not going to say that out loud. I'll just put it in my description and you can go ahead and do it. And I truly appreciate it. But mostly, I appreciate if you subscribe and like and build this platform up so I can get paid from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? um, so the Mileage Bully, she's an entrepreneur. She's a business owner. She's the first Black woman in I want to say the East Coast to
Period.
have her
No,
own.
not just
Period.
the East Coast. There's nobody in the country. Okay, we can only verify Virginia, but we can also verify the country because just think how long you've been on the motorcycle set or you've been around motorcycling. There's no other woman of color or man of color that has their own school that does what I do. That's with
Hmm.
MSF, Motorcycle Safety Foundation. That's a fact. If there were, trust me, somebody would have already disputed my claim. Trust me when
That's
I
true.
know.
That's true.
Somebody would almost said, "Oh, Sally Sue has a school in Wisconsin and she's black." Someone would have already disputed it if it were not correct. I know enough about this. I know enough about what I do to know that someone would have already challenged it. But you can't challenge what it is.
No,
So
yep.
in Virginia, I'm the only black person, woman of color, male or female, to have their own riding academy. In the country, probably the same. Because, like I said, I'm not just local in Virginia. My name is local globally. I get messages from people from Uganda, from the Maldives, from all the time. So if it were not true or if it were not correct, someone would have already disputed it, but you can't dispute it because
It's true.
trust me, I know. If because I'm black and I'm not being funny, because I'm a black woman, someone who would have already challenged that. Oh, she's not the first. I am. But again, in Virginia for sure, but possibly the country. Because if it were someone else other than myself who could claim it, it would already have been challenged.
And you heard it straight right here when
You
MC
did.
Buzz is
So
MottoMobbin.
so I'm just saying, if you got a challenge, you don't think it's so, then absolutely challenge me. Break put because this is not. I'm not over here just just like people like are you just teaching people to ride? No, my school is a fully accredited motorcycle training facility that is sanctioned by MSF. That I have a license to operate. I give you your motorcycle endorsement when you successfully pass, and that's it. I'm just not over here putting people on bikes. These are my motorcycles that you are riding, period. So,
So now, the last time I spoke with you, I want to say, I want to say you had like 16 bikes.
I got 23 now.
So now you have 23. That was my next question. So it's steadily growing, and I'm pretty sure you have more instructors now as well. Correct?
I don't have more instructors yet, but I'm getting ready to host my own rider instructors preparation class in June. The instructor, his name is Chris Perry. He's coming out of St. Louis because I'm not a rider coach trainer. I cannot train another instructor to be an instructor. I'm not certified for that yet.
Yeah.
That's something in the very near future that I'll be working on. But there's a trainer that's coming out of St. Louis, and he will be um, the person that are training my new instructor. So that's the reason why I'm able to get up and say, after that happens, I can move on to Dallas because my school here will be run by people that I trust and that I know that will run the facility just like I would if I were here.
Now let me ask you this.
Sure.
I know you've been putting in a lot of hours for the preparation of your 1 year celebration, 1 year anniversary. How many hours do you put in just regularly? Your regular, without the hype of Facebook and all of that, just you focusing on your business. How many hours do you put
From Sunday to Sunday, probably about 60 to 70 hours
in?
at least. That's the minimum.
Mm.
Being an entrepreneur is not the same as you. If you work a 9 to 5, you go into that 9 to 5 and you are there from 9 to 5. What once this phone call or this live stream ends, I'm immediately working on something else for the MottoMob. It's never a moment that I can just take and say I don't got time for it because this is how I eat. Whether it's ramen noodles or macaroni and cheese, this is how I eat my food. This is so there's never really a day off. So yeah, I put in those type of hours a week. Um, Entrepreneurship, and I'm sure that you are aware, you are an entrepreneurship. You are running this your live stream and trying to make it successful. Well, you got to think about who's your next guest. Who are you going to have on next? You got to send out an email just like you did for me. This is what you need to do to get on.
Yeah,
And luckily, we were successful with it
I
because
know,
I'm
right?
baby. Listen, ugh.
Yeah,
When it comes to this streaming stuff, I suck.
hey,
So you got to be thinking about what DJ FX is doing for next Wednesday, correct?
yeah.
Who's going to be your guest? What's happening next? That's how I live. That's my life.
Wow, that's just awesome.
Yeah.
That's truly awesome. I am once again, I am proud of you.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Everything from the coast to coast riding you've done, um, your stories, some of the background, being one of my guests on my show, coming back on my show, and willing to be part of the show. I truly appreciate you. Um,
Well, thank you. I
so
appreciate the opportunity. I really do. And I also want to give a shout out to men and women who love to ride motorcycles for their event that's coming up in May. I won't be able to attend that, but much respect to the admins, Easy, um, and that group. They're huge. Of course, if I'm going to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma in May because I'm one of the speakers at Black Wall Street. So I'll be headed there, but that's the only reason I can't attend their event. But so I do want to give a shout out to them, men and women who love to ride motorcycles. They are a successful group. Been in production for quite a few years. Also, Two Wheels, One Family, and Straight Out of Bike Life. So these are groups that bring people together, that people see. Black Girls Ride, Portia Taylor, Jen Brew in Florida. People that we can all come together in with, with the exception also in your platform, that we can all kind of get together and talk about the love of motorcycles, because at the end of the day, that's what it's really all about. You do what you do because you love motorcycles, right?
Correct.
That's why you're here. And that's why I support your platform.
That's awesome. Now, speaking of riding and loving motorcycles, since you got so much going on, do you find time or do you have time to ride as much as you desire
No,
to?
no, I don't ride. I have two Hayabusas, and I don't ride either one of them. I do periodically when I can break away, but until I get this new fold of instructors, I'm really not able to ride like I want to. Tulsa, Oklahoma is my next ride, but no, I don't. No, I don't get to ride like I want to. When you start with entrepreneurship, is a beast. It really is. So you kind of got to do what you have to do until you get to the stage where you can do what you want to do, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That's where I'm at. I'm in that stage. So I am going to Black Wall Street in May. I will be riding there on my Busa. I still am on a Busa for people who say that it can't be done on a Busa. It can be done on a Busa, and it can be done solo. And then I won't be going anywhere. My next cross country trip is to Anchorage, Alaska in July.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. You got some big things
Anchorage.
coming up.
That's in July. I'm going to leave July the 5th, headed to Anchorage.
So you're going to have chains on the wheels to ride in the snow?
Well, you know what, DJ FX? I've done my research. Normally, there's no snow there in July, periodically for the last 5 years.
Okay.
So I think I'll be able to pull it off. It's going to take.
Okay.
I'm going to probably be going about 40 days, and it's going to take me about 2 weeks to get there because from my front door, it's 4,800 miles one way.
Wow. Wow.
And then when I come
Wow.
back, I'm going to need to get me an Indian chieftain because I'm going to be done riding the damn booster at that point.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Um,
So
and
July 5th, I'll be headed out to Anchorage, and it'll be my last cross country tour on a Busa. I will always own a Hayabusa, but I'm not interested in going back across country on one.
I know that's right. You spoke about Portia Taylor. She's going to be my
Yes.
next guest in 2 weeks, um, for Black Girl Ride. Um, I really been watching a lot of um, female riders just escalate to more than what I thought they could do. And when I'm saying, and it's not belittling any female out there, it's just that I am so proud of what all females have achieved as far as
Hmm.
doing something and what they bring to the motorcycle community. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Um, was it Crystal? What is her name? Crystal Dickerson. You know, female bike racer. You know,
Sure.
she contributed as a female bike racer on the bike. Um, Black Girls Ride. There are other female black bikers that are out there, and not just black bikers, but just females. Period. Out there really doing some big things, and um, I wanted to make April, May, and June a part of, um, I guess you could say, female riders, awareness of
Okay.
female riders.
Hmm.
And so, if you know anyone who may want to be a part of the show, have them reach out to me.
I
I'll
will,
make
of
it
course.
happen for them. But I I just like to I like the positivity that a lot of the women riders bring to the riding community,
Hmm.
and um, and it's just amazing. And hearing your story and hearing the things that you got going on, it's just amazing. It's just
Yeah.
amazing. So I can see this year being a whole lot bigger than last year.
You know, DJFX, I don't know. I was like, you know what, God, I don't know if I can pull it off. But you know what? I don't even gotta know. Let me tell you something. When I chose the date for this event, I originally chose the 16th of April. And then, my staff was like, no, that's Easter weekend. I said, listen, 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 listen. We grown. It's on a Saturday. We ain't nobody going to the event is on a Saturday. So I moved it to the 23rd because they were concerned that it was Easter weekend and people would be out of town. I said, okay. I moved it to the 23rd. Every year, it has rained on this date on April the 23rd. It has rained this weekend. It has rained this weekend and the weekend after, literally for the last 3 to 4 years. When I put it on the calendar, I said, you know what, God? I need you to do it. I need it to be 80 degrees and sunny skies. 80 degrees and sunny skies. That's what I said. 80 degrees. And I'm here to tell you that on Saturday, on the 23rd, DJ FX, the weather is scheduled for 81 degrees and 0% chance of rain. I'm not, no cap,
No
no
cap.
cap. Wait a minute, I'm sorry I
No
lied to
cap.
you. You can't probably see my phone, but 78 degrees and 0% chance of rain. And for the last 3 years, it has rained in Maryland, Virginia, DC, and the surrounding areas, including North Carolina.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow. Well,
And not to
um,
mention, it rained every day leading up to my grand opening, and it was 30 degrees. But when it came to my event on the Saturday before my grand opening, it was 60 degrees and sunny skies.
God will take care of his children.
Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, that's what's up.
That's what it is. So
That's exactly what it is.
that's what it
Um,
is. So,
wow. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the show now.
okay.
Is there any last words you want to say? Any advice? Any um comments? Any shout outs that you want to give real quick?
Well, advice wise, this is going to be my last event here in Virginia. I'm not going to do a anniversary every year. It's too much. It's just too much. My next one probably will be at the 3 year mark, maybe 5 year mark. My next grand opening will be in the state of Texas when I'm going on from Virginia. Advice is going to be for me is always going to be Roger. Shit, excuse me. I don't know if that needs to be edited, but that's my
It's not gonna be edited. This is out
that's
there.
my forward. Um, Ride your own ride, and let people to know that if you want to ride, I'll put you in the game. Period. That's it. Um, Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. If you want it, you can get it. I don't care what it looks like. God is amazing and God is dope. So if you want it, it will be so. If you believe something with all your heart, you ain't even got to know how you're going to do it. You don't got to know, same as me. I didn't have a clue to how I was going to come up with the funding to make this business work. But you don't got to know that. All you got to do is take the first step in faith, and God will do the rest on your behalf. Motorcycling for me, I think I commented on something you posted today, is freedom. This is how I live. This is what I breathe. This is what I do, to teach people to ride. I put people in the motorcycling world. I really do. I make them legit for the people that are riding dirty.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot of those people. So, I leave with ride your own ride, believe in yourself. The road is home, and it doesn't matter whether you're black, white, blue, or green. Motorcycles brings people together. These machines bring people together. You can meet a stranger on the road and look over there and see that he has pipes that you like, and you'll be gravitated toward that person just because they're on two wheels. We are all a family, and that's the way it should be. And everything that I do, I live and breathe motorcycles, hunting, and fishing. So I'm kind of an enigma per se.
Hunting and fishing. Okay.
I'm an avid hunter. My dad had me with a rifle in my hand at 5. I love to fish. I grew up with lake water in North Carolina. Not till I got in Virginia did we have brackish water here and ocean water, salt. So I grew up on crappie and catfish, but here it's spot and croaker. So, but yeah, so that's all I got. And thank you so much for the opportunity to be on your show again. And this won't be the last time, but the next time that I'm on here, you'll be broadcasting me from Dallas, Fort Worth in Texas.
That's what's up. I truly appreciate that. And I thank you again.
You're welcome.
Your joyful spirit, for your drive, and your being a trendsetter for other young ladies
Absolutely.
out there, who may have a desire to be not just a business owner but a rider.
Yes.
So kudos to you.
Thank you so much.
I've been watching MC Love with DJ Effects, my special guest, Mileage Bully of MottoMob Riding Academy. And of course, I always got to end my show with my little prayer. So all you drivers out there, all you riders out there, make sure you pray before you get on your bike, pray while you're on your bike, and pray when you get to your destination. And make sure you do the same thing on your return trip home. All you drivers out there who are driving, make sure you keep your eyes on the road, because that male or female that you see that's riding on those two wheels, there are somebody's family member, there are somebody's loved one, and they want them to return home the same way they left, alive and whole. All you riders out there who are riding recklessly, there's a time and a place to do the things that you do, but you want to make sure that you do it in a fashion where you don't hurt your brother or your sister who is riding on those two wheels, or anybody else who is driving. So make sure you stay safe. Watch out for your brothers. Watch out for your sister. Be your brother's keeper. Be your sister's keeper. But most of all, be the brother and the sister that will be there the next day. Until then, this is MC Love with DJ Effects. Burn rubber and not your soul. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Let's go have some fun.